Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jonna. This is Jonna OMG. Today I'll be reviewing Married to Medicine. We're on season 10. This is episode 5. It is titled Resurrection, Rejection. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right on into this video. And you know it was a mess, specifically Quad. So Phaedra's visiting Quad at her house. Heavenly also joins a little later. So they're sharing their thoughts about Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg's wedding, i.e. being messy about Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg's wedding. Phaedra was like, those drapes were a little wrinkled. Now, granted, they were a little wrinkled, but child, why are you sharing that with Quad? Anyway, and now Quad, why you want to know? That's the real question. And then I'm wondering, why is Quad comparing her wedding to Sweet Tea's wedding? She's like, well, my drapes weren't wrinkled at all. Like, girl, it sounds like you a little pressed. A little bit, little tinge, I would think. Because I'm not comparing nothing for a man I don't even care for no more. We're not doing the comparison things. Quad did tell Dr. Heavenly that she feels some type of way because Heavenly had posted a picture on Instagram with her and Sweet Tea, and Heavenly's like, I really didn't even think you cared. Like, you don't come around, you don't talk to nobody, you don't reach out. Like, I ain't think you were that pressing. Quad just want her to be loyal. But I'm like, girl, aren't you the same person that went to Sweet Tea's bachelorette party and was hugging her and like, aren't we cool, Sweet Tea? Like, we don't have any bad blood. So why are you so pressed about there's that word again, pressed about the Instagram picture? All in all, Quad just really doesn't take any accountability for anything. She only focuses on things that are done to her, but she seems to forget that she does things to other people as well. And we're going to see that later on when her and Toya have their little interaction. And she called herself trying to catch a little attitude with Dr. Heavenly, but Heavenly brought her back on down. She like, Quad, you raising your voice, you doing all this here. I need you to bring it back down here. Like, I'm speaking calmly to you. You can do the same to me. And she obliged. I was like, okay, Quad, good. Because she was trying to get a little antsy. I'm like, girl, calm down. So Dr. Jackie is meeting with the Brad and Big Booty Judy. Wait, is she Big Booty Judy or is somebody else Big Booty Judy? I mean, that Judy does have a big booty, so I guess she could be called Big Booty Judy as well. But anyway, so I really commend the Brat for having a baby. She is 48 years old, y'all. Like, I cannot believe she is having a baby at 48 years old. Like, it's a great thing for sure, but of course, the higher the age, the higher the risk for pregnancy. So I really commend her. She was very emotional as they were doing the ultrasound and stuff. Is it just, I don't know if it was just me, y'all, but it seemed like Big Booty Judy wasn't even phased at all. Like, she wasn't emotional at all, but maybe she cried in the car. I don't know. So we move on to Simone and Cecil, and they're discussing things about the boys and trying to get on the same page. Simone wants the boys, specifically Miles, to finish school. So she's asking Cecil, like, did you actually tell Miles that he shouldn't take any summer classes? He's like, yeah, he should do like an internship or something. He can do that after he finished. Like, that's my mindset. He can do all of that after he finished. He just been in school for too long at this point. Like, what is going on, Miles? I wonder what his grades are looking like. Well, no, I think they mentioned it before, like he was making C's or something. So so we know. But yeah, Simone wants him to finish school and then get a job, so she can afford this rent. She says she is only going to pay their rent for another year, so he's going to have to get a job to supplement that rent. Like, rent ain't cheap, bro. But I hope they would find a place that he could actually afford after Simone stopped paying the bills. So that would be smart. I mean, he shouldn't be getting no sky rise. Like, that would be silly. But Cecil is being very, like, laissez-faire about the whole thing. Like, he's like, oh, well, if he doesn't finish school, he just doesn't finish school. Cecil! So you just want him living under your roof forever? Like, goodness. I mean, granted, he's still young. He's 24. I'm not saying kick the boy out right now, but he should at least be finishing school and trying to get a job and trying to get on his feet. And then, like, once he's at a comfortable level, then he can move out. But he got to finish school. And honestly, Miles is probably lazy, so he's probably the type that needs a little push like that. But, I mean, I'm not a parent, so this is just my opinion from the outside looking in. So Phaedra plans on hosting an event, y'all, in Quad's honor about resurrection and rebirth. And my prediction is gonna be a miss. We'll discuss later. So we move on to Toya. She's hosting an IV shot party. I don't know when this like shot party thing became a thing. It just, I don't know, it's such a weird concept to me. Like, y'all all sitting together in a room with IVs in your arm. Like, ooh, fun. Not really. That's so weird. But so I guess what are they even getting in them? Like vitamins and stuff? I guess so. To help with, I don't know. What is it? Simone and Sweet Tea are in attendance. So Sweet Tea just got back from her honeymoon with Dr. G. They went to Dubai. Looked like they had a great time. She said they ain't have sex until like day 3 of the honeymoon because she was still on her cycle. She said she got her cycle because she felt like she was just real stressed about the wedding and stuff. So Simone was talking to her because I guess she met with Simone earlier because she's trying to have a baby like yesterday. And of course, trying to get pregnant and stressed, that's not going to help the case. So she has to get that stress under control. So, of course, they talk about Phaedra's little invitation. Phaedra had her little butler give all the ladies a church fan invitation to her resurrection event that she's having in Quad's honor. I don't think they know that it's in Quad. No, they don't. They don't know that Quad has anything to do with it. So they're gonna be surprised. So it's the day of the events and the ladies are all heading there, and Toya and Simone decided to invite Sweet Tea because Phaedra didn't extend the invitation to her at all, but she riding in the car with them, girl, on their way, and they pull up to a funeral home. I'm like, these folks is crazy. Why are we having an event in a funeral home? Only time I want to be hanging out in a funeral home, where I really never want to be hanging out in a funeral home. Honestly, never. Side note, I'm not mad that Toya or Simone, whoever did it, invited Sweet Tea because Phaedra invited Quad to her bachelorette party. Heavenly was uninvited to her wedding and still decided to show up. So I ain't mad that Sweet Tea came to the event at all. But the funeral home business is outrageous, y'all. But I feel like the girls are just not accustomed to the theatrics. The Married to Medicine girls are probably just not accustomed to the theatrics because Real Housewives of Atlanta be doing theatrics all the time. Like, you remember when Kenya came into that fun, I don't know what event it was, but she had that big fake booty on. She was supposed to be dressed like Phaedra. Got insane, right? I mean, I don't know if Married to Medicine girls get down like that. So they probably not used to that. So they was all shocked when they pulled up to this funeral home. I mean, y'all, we had a saxophone player and then they roll in a whole casket. You just really can't make this stuff up. Open the casket up and guess who's inside? Quad. Dressed in all white, might I add. So she hops out the casket and says she just wants to bury all the pettiness, all the strife amongst the group. I guess let bygones be bygones so they can move forward as the group. She feel like she's been casted out, but she wants to let y'all know that she's resurrection, like she Jesus Christ, girl. I said, these folks. You can't make it up. So then Quad addressed Toya and pretended like she wanted to bury the hatchet. And I say pretended because she didn't even let Toya get a word in. As soon as Toya wasn't saying the words that Quad wanted to hear, she was like cutting her off. She was like, well, you can be left on the island by yourself. Like, girl, like, how you gonna think you finna make amends by just trying to bury the hatchet? No, we're gonna have to discuss the things that you have said about me. Like, no, it ain't no bury the hatchet until I can get things off my chest. I'm like, Toya, like, girl, no, it don't work like that. I'm sorry. If you accuse me of breaking into someone's house, I'm not sure how we can come back from that. I mean, I'll easily forgive. That's just the type of person I am. But we're going to have to talk about it. Like, you accused Toya of breaking into Anila's house last season. And y'all never have discussed it from there. So, like, we can't just move on from there. No, we're going to have a discussion. Because really, that's a shot to the character, okay? But honestly, like I said, Quad really didn't want to work it out with Toya. Because if she did, she would have let the girl speak. But she was cutting her off and didn't even let her get a word in. I can't even remember how it came up. But Sweet Tea had said something to Heavenly about hitting Dr. Damon with a frying pan or something. But anytime you mention Dr. Damon, Heavenly gonna get booked, regardless of what is actually being said. So Heavenly starts standing up. She like, you look girl, you don't know me. Look girl, you don't know me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, I think they can move on from that because it wasn't that big of an ordeal to me. But anyway, so child, they move on to the repast. So they go to the back of the funeral home to go eat, and Sweet Tea did call out Phaedra. She said she didn't appreciate that, you know, Phaedra actually invited Quad to her bachelorette. And I'm like, okay, good. She said it was not the place for her to meet Dr. Greg's ex-wife. I agree. Been saying that all along. Was not the place. Like I said, she could have invited her to the wine night that Toya hosted that morning or the day before or something. So shouldn't have invited that girl to her bachelorette party. Out of line. All in all, it seemed like everybody either in their confessionals or outright just want Quad to take some accountability. Like Toya told her, like, no, you called me and my husband some thieves. Like, you're going to have to answer to that. Like, you're going to have to answer to the things that you have said. Like, point blank, period. Quad didn't offer a single apology. Then she even thought it went well. Dr. Jake was telling her, like, no, it did not go well. Like, girl, nothing was resolved. And she still was like, I still have some things to say about how I've been treated in this group. Again, like I said, she only focuses on actions that are happening to her and not the things that she does to others. Like, goodness gracious, girl, look in the mirror. You're not perfect, boo. All in all, that was the end of the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and rate it a 7 because of the funeral home business. I gotta give it a 7. It was just a mess, y'all. I cannot believe this girl popped up out that casket. I'm not getting in no casket for nobody. Theatrics or not. I'm not just gonna be sitting up in that casket. I wonder how long she was laying up in there. But tell me your thoughts. Comment down below. Make sure you like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.